Hello guys, Cool Yoshi here, and I am back with another video of Super Mario Odyssey 100%. In the last video, we worked really hard to finish Metro Kingdom, one of the longest kingdoms for moons in the entire game. I believe it has, 71 moons? And off screen, I finally found the hidden ghost. Took a really long time, but I was able to do that. And yes, I should probably get the rest of the seeds now, because there's that as well, but there's another thing I forgot about. The thing. Because in the last episode, we got all of the purple coins but one set, and yeah, I finally discovered where they were in the sneakiest spot ever that the normal human would probably never look around at first. And if you're wondering why I'm carrying a seed, then it's because there's 3 spots in here, and the game doesn't mention where any of them are in all for some reason. I don't know why, but in my guide, it does not mention where the Panthers are, and there's 3 different ones I have to take it, so I'm just going to be looking around with these while carrying a seed so I don't have to waste time, and if I find one of them, I will be taking up stuff, and yes, I'm purposely not warping. I did mention I was going to do a secret at the end too, and yeah, that's going to be just buying a bunch of moons. Okay, by the way, I can't hold on to it for that long. So anyways, what we're gonna want to do is make our way back to the area we thought was a little trick here, but this time around we want to go back down into the area, and there's one spot I missed where you can wall jump. Right above here, an area you wouldn't think about. And yep, guess what's hiding up here? The last 3 coins we need. We finally completed that, but I think that... And there was like an even harder set behind there that we were expected to like miss or something, but no, I actually missed the outer one. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, that same one I was confused on why it isn't spawning. I probably shouldn't trust that anymore because that is actually where the thing was hidden. And so now we finally have all the purple coins. So I think the first thing we're gonna actually do is do the shop this time. I'm getting tired. So yeah, and there's a warp to New Donk City as well. I'll be taking. Too bad that. So, time to buy everything. We're gonna avoid changing. Yeah. Nice menuing there. And now for all of our coins, we're going to be spending them on most of these items. Because honestly, getting all of them is going to take way too long. So we're going to say maybe later for the first little bit. And then, yeah. I did mention I was going to switch it to as many as I could, but I am not going to switch into all of the outfits, unfortunately, because there's a little bit too many outfits in the area. So, first, let's start by removing some of these so I don't have to get them later. Because everything on the new icon here, that has to be collected at some point, and the closer we get to 99 moons, the more we'll unlock. But, yeah. What am I going to keep? I'm actually going to be a little bit different. I feel like the green person needs some love. Like, Because we've been ignoring Luigi for like the longest time, so I'm thinking today we're gonna just show the bonus game thing just for the heck of it, and then after that it'll be it. But did I mess up? I think I did. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't. I did do that right. So, yep, we have everyone's favorite, Green Mario! Mario still has his old face. This is pretty much an upcoming joke in the community where they didn't do Luigi's outfit very well in the original games. It was just a green version of Mario. They actually literally copied the same sprite as Mario in most of the games in the Mario franchise, which I think is kind of weird. It took quite a while for him to finally get a unique outfit, but yeah. Here you'll see our first repeated moon buying. If I remember correctly, we need to do this more than 10 plus times to get enough moons to reach 99. So we're going to spend most of our money here, and save about 2,000. I'm going to save just for the heck of it, but everything else I'm going to get rid of. So I'm gonna do this literally 4 times and then finally leave New Donk City for good. Because this is quite a lot in the area. But I figured I may as well get this out of the way now, because if I do that, then it makes it a lot easier to do coin grind later. And yes, I do coin grind a little bit differently. People have been probably shouting at me saying there's a better way to grind in Bowser's Kingdom. Well, I have a little counter to that. The one I do actually finishes it's very quickly, and I probably should not have bought that. Hang on. But yeah, it's kind of confusing, because you probably wonder how I got this many coins. Well, it takes a long time. No matter what you do, it takes a long time, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just sew both versions of the coin grind today, so I think that's gonna be what our episode's gonna be named here. Because I think if I didn't do that, that'd be crazy. And I may as well show Luigi's Balloon World as well. The only thing that would change with like max percent is getting Luigi's highest Balloon World ranking, which, yeah. Okay, so that little mission is finally completed. So now we won't be done in here just yet, because there are some hint arts. In fact, I'm actually kind of silly. The next time I do this run, or if I play this game more often, I'm gonna try to get the hint arts first, because they are very tough. But here, if we talk to Luigi, he's going to tell us, and he thinks he's an RV, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we could do this Balloon World section, and we get to and so each one, there's actually a different one for each world. Okay, now watch how crazy I can hide balloons. So anyways, we get a bunch of coins. Coins from that. So that's yet another way to grind of balloons. So our best way of doing this is to go as far away as possible. And watch what happens now. Hang on. Oh. Okay. That didn't work as well as I wanted to. But anyways, you place the arrow. There's a trick that someone did where apparently if you... Alright. But there's a little trick I'm trying to do with the arrow command, where you can place your balloon Oh! Okay. But, yeah, there's a trick with this where you can actually place your balloon. Okay, so now... we're gonna actually skip the rest of this. Yeah, but... yeah, so this is basically a little minigame area, and what I was trying to do is probably one of the trickiest tricks ever. If you are very good at the game, you can, you can hide your balloons in some of the most ridiculous spots ever. To the point where, it becomes barely possible to get to them. In fact, there's a couple of balloons which, people can hide that are actually near impossible to get. Like, until you learn the perfect movement, even finding it, it's kind of crazy. It was meant to be like a kid-friendly section, but yeah. That area minigame within its own self has a ton of tricks you can do. But anyways, I probably should show what I was trying to show before, so we're gonna actually leave this kingdom for a while. Return to Cascade, and now we'll have us another moon. Okay, I think I finally found the third power source. Oh yeah, so I should probably get the third power spot as well, but... Anyways... Another tourist in the Cascade Kingdom. So, he mentions Luncheon Kingdom next. That's the only real place that has really good meals that I could think of, so yep, he's going to Luncheon. First, he starts by, as you can see, his hints can get more difficult. It starts pretty easy to figure it out, and then later becomes actually reasonably difficult to figure out his hints. But again, that one, they shouldn't be too difficult if you know what you're doing. And anyways, yeah, that was probably a nice joke to do, but this is basically what I've been doing for like the past hour or so. About 2 episodes ago, I basically capture this guy and then I destroy as many blocks as I can. And as you can see, the timer heavily varies. I'm gonna do this a few times so I can show Opto movement, but I will also be kind of quiet for here because I do want to show you the Opto movement. Ah, darn it. Whenever that moon spawns, it wastes a bunch of time, so I try to get every enemy but one. And this is one of the quickest entries in the game, as you can see. The other one I'm mentioning actually has quite a bit of waiting time to do. And I've found better strategies to get to this guy so quickly, but... The idea is to break these spots and try to kill all these enemies, then stop here to wait for these coins, and then move. And then we pretty much just charge everything in our way. But the biggest part is also one of the hardest tricks, as you can see. When I'm in focus mode, I can do it way better, but I want to land right on the edge of that, which I've done about a bunch of times now, though the first time you do it, it takes a while. But yeah, what I'm doing is trying to skip the trampoline. The trampoline wastes quite a bit of time, so in order to grind efficiently, I try to just barely dodge it like that, and then I do a couple of attacks here to clear out these enemies, and then leave early without clearing the enemies. And I also do some extra low hops, so like there's a version I'm going to do right here where I just shake like crazy. It's a little bit faster, but I don't like it. It gets me hit a lot, and yes, where the enemies spawn is actually random, so if you get a bad pattern, you might just get hit, but you don't have to get hit by all of them if you know where you're going, and I saved that big time. Now, that's probably a very bad version of that, and probably something that you won't see. The first two I did were probably better, but basically you want to do that, like, several times in a row. If you get really good at it, I believe you can grind around 600 coins per minute, and pretty much, if you're really good at this game, it'll be 600 coins or so per minute, which is ridiculous, which means times 10 in just under half an hour you can hit the coin limit. But there are better ways of doing that, so I'm gonna just take a little pit stop in Bowser's Kingdom to show you the other way that's grinding. Now, this won't technically be all of the ways to coin grind. These are just some of the methods I found that were helpful. And this one I did actually learn from a speedrunner, yes. That's the one I'm going to be using, because I believe it's the fastest way of doing that. But for this one, we're going to go all the way back to Bowser's Kingdom. A lot of traveling today in this episode, yes. We'll be coming back here later, but right now we've been trying to route the kingdoms a bit differently because of the taxi moon. Once that's done, we can probably go to the moon. Yeah, again, and also we're gonna break the moon rock where the area is, so let's start by warping up to this area. We do not need to see this cutscene. We already saw it once in Cap Kingdom, so we don't need to see it again. Area. Okay, so this one does have a little bit of steps. Go to Beneath the Keep, which is over here, which seems pretty tricky to work to with all the other spots getting in the way. And you want to proceed leftward about here. And there's a coin section you might just be barely able to see here. And you'll probably see like nothing here, but right there, jump to this spot right here and grab this seed. Let's see if we can do a fast way of this. Because... ah, darn it. You're not supposed to shake, by the way. You're supposed to just press Y. Do believe it respawns? Yeah, pretty quickly. But if you get really good at this, you can get really quickly. That was a bad version of it. There's a version of that where you can throw that almost immediately, but yeah. So I missed this in the first playthrough. I jumped off this vine very early, and I didn't figure this out until later. But you can go up here, and now... ah, darn it. You don't want to press up, ever. You basically want to do this. But, since this is also my first time coming here, I need to get that moon still. So, I'm first gonna have to show you how to get that moon, and... yeah, for some reason it does not kill you when you go down. The only other thing I can think of at the top of the head that is like this are all the sky entrances. The most of them were from Mario Bros. 3. But yeah, in Mario Bros. 3 you know how you go to all the sky platforms. That bonus is just like that. No matter what, when you fall down, you don't actually die. You just, do our stuff. So I think with that, I think I'm gonna actually do a little trick to cancel it if I can, unless... but, yeah. What you see here is what I'm supposed to do, and you want to chime jumps as well, too. Jump it around this spot, and you should get coins every time. And then... so... You're supposed to, I believe, turn to the right to get for the moon and just, like, keep dashing, and it's very difficult, but... yeah, you could just do that, and then, yeah. Doing that, unfortunately, does mess up with your mobility, so... now we've gotten both of the moons by doing that, we don't have to deal with that stopping us. We're going to do that section again, but let's see how much better we can do. Because we can add movement in between this, but... ugh, darn it, I missed. Because I was too fast. Now, this is only my second or third time even doing this, so this will take me a little while to figure out. But right there, when I cross the spikes, is when you want to throw the yellow pipe, and you don't want to do any fast movement. The only thing you can really do here, because of the slocks, is dive, jump, but the spot you can do here is much more consistent. As you can see, Mario jumps off automatically, and the best way to do this is actually pretty easy. Just don't use the control stick at all, and don't use any shake controls. All you do is press Y and B at these specific points. And then the only thing that changes is right at the end. Which, I got a really weird camera for that, but you see, I pressed the L button to ground pound at a specific time. If you do that all perfectly, you can get 100 coins pretty easily. Each cycle is, I believe, a few seconds faster than the dinosaur movement we did before, but that one does have the advantage of taking a much more less time to get to. Like, literally, with my best run, I can re-enter the bonus in under a second. So, I've actually clarified that one to be faster, just by a few minutes, but I guess before people found this out, they thought that this was the best way to farm coins, and I don't blame them for that, because there's a lot of coins in this spot, and it's still a pretty good spot for farming coins if you are very bad at the dinosaur section, but if you get very good at that, then that's actually the best way to farm coins. There I was a little bit too late. You won't get it all of the time, but you can see how quickly you can grind coins. Okay, with that in mind, we have a little bit of notes to finish. As you know me, I absolutely hate doing bonuses through this version. What I'm meaning is that I hate leaving kingdoms without finishing them 100%, so yeah. But today's video will be focusing quite a bit on Luncheon Kingdom, but I did also want to get a bunch of remaining stuff in Metro, but yeah. Oh, and yes, there's another trick I wanted to show you that I probably should have mentioned. I don't believe the seed actually affects your jump movement. Like, I don't know why, but that's... yeah, time to show you yet another trick that you probably never knew as a kid when you first played this game. First, it starts by grabbing the seed, and you're probably wondering that the third area seems kind of impossible. Even with these taxi jumps, how am I supposed to get it? Well, there's a little trick that they never told you as a kid. And also, I'm going to actually try and speed it up a little bit and throw the seed a little bit. But anyways, this is where we want to go. But the way to get up here? Yep, for some reason you can wall jump when carrying a seed. That's actually the big trick to this. But to get up to the third part, okay, never mind, it's behind here, but and then right behind here is where the third seed is. And this is where the fun part begins. We have to pass the time to get that. Anyways, that's number 23, by the way. And the ones left are 51, which are the secrets with Metro Kingdom Heart. So, we remember that hint art from before. Well, let's deal with that hint art now, shall we? We'll be going to, I believe... It's kind of tricky. Oh, Lake Kingdom, yeah. Which is, what, No. One of the earlier worlds. I really should stop saying stuff like this, but yeah. We get to go and do this now. I always do these last if I can help it, because saving warp time would be very great, but the purpose of our run, focusing on making sure one world's 100%, it is really good. So, what do we want to do here? We want to work to this spot. Now, these moons are not different from any other moons. All of the moons found via the hint art will be in a completely different kingdom, and you will find them by ground pounding. So, anyways, what do we want to do? We want to go all the way up here to the highest part of the map, and into this area. Right around here is where we want to pound. I am not super clear to where this is, so I'm just pounding like crazy. The only thing I did know was around that area, and there we go. Now for the secret exit, which is actually back in the Sand Kingdom. Yeah, we're doing a lot of warping. Okay, so another one moon again. We're going up really slowly. It seems so funny to do. Okay, now this one will warp us to Metro after this, so you don't have to worry too much. Yeah, I think next time, if I were to do this again, I probably am going to get all the hint arts first, so I can get them during the 100% of each individual kingdom. Assuming I remember where they all are. What do we want to do here, by the way? We want to work right here. That's the closest spot to where the hint art is. And we want to leap beyond the poison here, which is pretty easy. And I think right here is where we want to go. Right around here, somewhere. I don't know, it's kind of different, but yeah, I'll think of it. Yeah, so the way to... Okay, I see now. So the way to do this is to go to this stand right here, and we'll find a warp painting. By the way, we already saw this cutscene. It's the same every time, so we're going to skip it. And this path, if we remember, I looked at a hidden area in New Dog City. Well, guess what? Now we're in this hidden area all of a sudden. And we can warp back to sand whenever. So, yeah, opening up these secret pathways is going to be our main way of going between the worlds. But there is a little looping error, unfortunately, that we won't be able to get all of them. But anyways, Okay, since we dealt with most of that, we get to do a little bit of waiting in New Donk City, or at least a little bit of fun, because we have to wait for that thing to grow all the way before we can claim our second moon. Right there's where it is, and it grows, unfortunately, over time, and for that reason and that reason only, the next time I do this, I will probably be going for those moons first. I just happened to forget about that one. So let's do a little check to see if we have everything else. Nope, and I got all the secrets, so I believe there's one more left. Yes, there's a bonus I forgot about. We're gonna go straight to that. This will be the last bonus of this area, and then we'll actually be done. Once the planter becomes... planter grows all the way. It should be right around here. Below this set. Yep, right here. Nice secret here, I see. And it's right next to that one spot, and this is quite an interesting one. And yeah, I will try not to be getting any help on the bonus mazes. This looks like a good one for coins, by the way. Holy crap, I like this one already. Oh, hello. Well, now there's enemies, so I assume we use them to get on top. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in him! Hide him. Okay, so we can't go up there. Ah, come on. I tried to wall bounce this way, Mario. What are you trying to do? A trick? And yes, they do keep respawning indefinitely. Right there! That's the real trick for getting that, and now I don't really know what else to do, so I guess we're just gonna dive to this light blindly and see if we can make it. Okay, we made it on our first try. That actually wasn't too bad. Actually looked kind of scary the first time. Okay, I see. There's a hidden passageway anyways, but yeah, I like how I've done these moons so far. They've been pretty cool, I must say. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to exit this the long way, since we didn't find the exit from there. Alright, back out we go. That one had a decent amount of coins, I thought. I'm just kidding, I don't think it had much, but yeah. So, I'm purposely not gonna warp here and just practice some of my row movement, because like I said, that seed is on a global timer, which means it's not going to pop up until I wait a specific amount of time, so I guess my best way to kill the time is to practice my good movement, my momentum with this. And yeah, the fact that I forgot that I could wall jump here with the seed is crazy. Yeah, it's gonna slowly grow. That's right. Okay, if I did that several times, it's going to be pretty boring, so to make this game at least interesting, let's try jump rope for a little bit. I finally got a new record in this. 102 is what I got. Okay, so this is supposed to be one of the possible games, but there's a trick to this. And yeah, I did this off camera because it was really hard to focus and record at the same time. Because if I did that, it would be kind of ridiculous. But you probably wonder how I got the 102. Well, the key here is to listen to when one of the ladies makes a hey sound. That's when you want to jump, and then at around the 40 mark, you just do this over and over again. And I mean just this. You want to do that for pretty much the rest of the 50 points once it's going on the highest area. And you also want to have it end on a specific frame, because if you're even a little bit off, you're going to miss. And then, yeah, that's when it gets very difficult. Because you don't want to hold it too long or Mario will do that. You want to just tap it for just a little bit. You want to think of that as pretty much a rhythm. And if you are even a little bit off in the rhythm, you're going to miss it. But as long as you get the rhythm right, then assuming you're in the rhythm, it is impossible to miss from there. And that basically allows us to get that moon. And so, yeah, it was pretty tough to do. Like I said, I did it off camera. I was actually doing pretty bad. In fact, for the longest time I couldn't get past 50, and then on my first try after getting past 50, I got a really good chain that allowed me to get 102. No, I'm not gonna practice all the items. I'm just doing these hour mini games to just add more fun to this, because otherwise it would be fun. Well, that was at least decent. At least I beat my record on stream right there, but then again, 102 is pretty difficult, like I said. Most of this is just for moddage of boredom. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that thing that popped up. I should probably do Balloon World while I wait a little bit more to try to get this global timer to go a little faster. So let's do that. So you saw there that little bonus pop up. Well, whenever people are playing Balloon World like crazy, whenever they at least come close to finding your balloon, it'll give you a little coin bonus, which I think is cool, and that just happens whenever. So, anyways, yeah, so this is actually one of the better ways to play to get coins if you want to know how to do good. So, but yeah. Now, I don't really like that spot, so this time I'm gonna hide a much more harder spot. So, whenever you do fast movement in this game, it's pretty crazy. So, darn it. But anyways, what we want to do is we want to hide the balloon around here and then jump off the ramp. Ah, darn it. Okay, so it's a little bit crazier than I thought, but at one point I believe you were able to just hide balloons in really crazy spots. Okay, so... Okay, I just wanted to figure that out, but now we're gonna hide a balloon in every world, I wonder. And I'm gonna think of the trickiest spots to do it, so that people at least can do a little bit of decently, but... But yeah, we hide that as soon as possible, because... Okay. Alright. So that allowed me to fix my balloon. And that's going to be, honestly, a pretty good one, because most people think to go to the upper right area, and they won't really think to go there. So, they might actually miss it a couple of times. But it does give you an arrow as well, so once they find it, they're probably going to make out. But I think probably the biggest mind trick is just hiding it underneath something so that they think to do something else. But yeah, since we discovered that, we may as well hide a balloon for every single world. And now we just wait on the global timer. I think we can maybe skip over it a little bit by just warping to different spots. Let's see if that'll help us out. Yeah, as you can see, I feel pretty bad right now, leaving this mood for last. You know, I'm probably just gonna get that one off camera, because it's gonna take way too long. So, before we miss anything else, let's do Balloon World a little bit more and hide stuff in Cascade Kingdom. We're not gonna find anyone's balloons, because that's going to be preserved for a later video. Where if I get, I believe, a bunch of subscribers, I will try to get to the max rank in that, which should be pretty easy to do if I hide Kingdom in every... some moon in every world, which, knowing that, means that I would have to play in Cap Kingdom too. So before I forget it, let's hide our Cap Kingdom balloon next, and... the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to try to hide it in some of the wackiest spots that I can get to. I'm going to think of a very wacky spot and then use fast movement to get to there as quickly as I can. And I also want to try to complete the option as fast as possible, because then the attacker will get less time to find the balloon. This means that the faster I am, the better. And yes, you only get to hide one balloon per balloon round. Oh, by the way, I moved in the wrong way. Hang on. I want to do this similar to the race and set it up in a really sneaky area. Ugh, that's not a good start. How many times have I died to this darn thing? Okay, I'm gonna retry that. That's way too long. In order to get the best balloons, movement needs to be perfect, unfortunately, which seems to be a little bit too difficult for me, but probably just me being bad. Okay, well, we got out of the first part without bonking, and now that we know where this guy is, let's just try to evade him. There we go. This is the area I was thinking about. Okay, and probably gonna hide the rest of the balloons off screen, because I don't want you to find any, so hopefully I didn't show it too much of that on camera, but that's basically how you do that. I'm probably gonna change those when I actually go into the run so that people will get confused. Because I forgot people are going to watch my videos, so that means after this video I'm gonna be going around worlds hiding balloons until I have a bunch of them. But anyways, I wanted to make sure I have one for every kingdom, though. Because, really, people can go to any kingdom they want, it seems like. And yeah, there are tricky spots, like I said. I hope I didn't waste too much time doing all this, because in the next major episode we'll be doing stuff in Luncheon. But as a little word of caution, what I'm probably going to do is, when I come back, I'm going to get that one moon that I wasn't able to get in New Donk City. Off screen, I'm going to hide all my balloons again, so sorry, that showing was just there for a little tutorial. The balloons will be in much more different spots. You'll have to find them yourself, unfortunately. So, with the note of this guy, let's go to Luncheon Kingdom and see how many moons we can pick up before we get to the 50-minute mark. Yes, this is probably going to be a faster episode just due to the fact that there's a lot of time where I literally didn't do anything. Oh, and yes, I need to make sure to pick up the moon rock here. So the fastest way to do that is to go to this area. And someone searched, and so right there someone attempted to search for the balloon I held, so I won some coins from that. So the more they try to search, so the more balloons I hide, the better. Alright. Opened up a bunch of spots. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not doing this in a specific order. Well, this world's a little bit different with its plants. Instead of doing that, we have to do a golden turnip part instead. They replaced all of the plants in this area with golden turnips instead. The idea is pretty straightforward. We travel in a very high spot above the kingdom, and that was actually a double rifle. I completely forgot that I even hit Cappy on that spot. Next time, let's... Okay, now let's try not to do that again. So I'm gonna get all the plants out of the way first, because those are the trickiest boons, and I know not to do that thing again. As you can see, they've positioned themselves quite a bit around this world so we can get to wherever we want. Well, the least we can do is do this bonus. Oh my gosh, look at this bonus. This looks very difficult, actually. Jeez, I barely made it into this. Check out that nice trick! Do you like it? Okay, I don't think I need much more of these enemies, so we're gonna actually just wait on this. Wow! People are really trying really hard. I feel like some people just do nothing but play Balloon World, it seems like, so we're getting a bunch of coins from that. Okay, fastest way. Again, not really nice trick. Never mind. I actually never done this before, but yeah, it seemed pretty easy to do. Okay. Let's warp to the cheese area next. I think that's where we can hope to find some turnips. And yes, there's quite a bit of purples I skipped here. As you can see, a big festival is being held here. Let's talk to Peach while we're here, by the way. Hello. And yeah. $18 coins won again. There's people are going crazy on these moons, but yeah. So there's going to be 3 different moons for just this spot. And yeah. Let's go over here twice. I think that's where this is where we actually need to go for the hidden stuff. There's quite a bit of tricky platforming they show you to try to get all these moons, and yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I skipped. Oh, I think that's a big lawn one. Yeah, I'm very bad at the save, as you can see. Didn't even hit the eye once. At this rate, I'm just gonna die to it. Ah! Just hit him! Thank gosh! Jeez Louise, that was so annoying. Oh yeah, right, I can't even get it with him. Well, at least I can attempt this boon. That was a pretty bad attempt at it. Let's just die and try again with what I actually should have gotten. And before I get annoyed, let's capture one of these biggies and try with him instead. He's gonna be way better at getting this than me. There we go, just enough to reach the moon. Nice and easy. Now for the first of many hidden moons, which is up here. These ones start to get pretty difficult to figure your way up here. Because it's really tricky to get up here normally. I don't know what you're supposed to do normally, but I'm going to be trying to do a little trick here. I think I know how to at least get close to it, but assuming I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna try this spot. Yep, there's a very well hidden cave, which apparently also has a purple coin with it. Actually, I think I might have just picked one of the purples down there. And this was one of my least favorite bonuses for no apparent reason. I don't know why, but it seems like the Hammer Bros throws are actually a little bit RNG. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is true. So we need to clear a path to this area. Okay, which we did. That one was actually a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. And now, since we don't have a carrot, we just yellow jump, and okay, we made it just barely. But now, it's the hard part, where we have to start clearing our way to each own. Fortunately, it's not too difficult, because apparently your hammer can also pick up the coins, so if we stand here, we can kind of just wait and try to destroy all the places. But yeah, this is kind of a tricky moon to do, probably. When I first played this game, this was one of my least favorite moons to do. For some reason, I almost died, and it was really annoying. And it just seems so annoying, because 2 of the coins are hidden in the molten lava, and then you just barely catch sparks of where the second ones might be. Again, we do have that saving grace, though. And now we just throw like crazy and try to find where the 5th one is. Oh, here we go. There we go. Found it. That was actually much better than I did last time. But yeah, imagine being a kid and not knowing at all what to do there. That'll seem kind of frustrating. And you're probably wondering, oh, that doesn't take us up anywhere. Which is too bad, because up there is actually a secret, so we have to go up there at some point. It doesn't help that stupid Spinies always chase me. I always hated them in most games, but especially in Galaxy 1 and this game, where they just chase you like crazy, it just gets frustrating. Darn. I thought the turnip was here, but it's not. Well, that's a really well-hidden area, and a well-hidden in art. Let's pick this up while we're at it. Okay. Okay, so that is it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. We'll be getting quite a bit of stuff off camera, or at least trying stuff, but in the next video we'll be focusing more on the Legend Kingdom, but while we're away we're going to be hiding a lot of stuff in Balloon World, so leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.